Ah, he said, "Are we gonna start or?" Man, I was just waiting because like this thing didn't do any type of notification, and I was just so confused. Anyways, what's up, guys? So I just said this was literally a last second thought idea. I mean, I was like, man, because like a couple people have been asking me how I build my teams and stuff like that for Digimon, and I was planning on making a video. I thought, why not just try it out live? You know, I said, why not do that? You know, so this is the first time I ever streamed on YouTube. I was like, what the heck? Like, it just started. I was like, whoa, we're live. Like, it just had no indication that we started. Anyways, let's start. Hey, before we begin, let's go ahead and click that like button because this is basically a new series. So, anyways, I just made some new Digimon, and that's where I was like, oh, since people were asking me, this is a perfect time because that's what I started. That's step one. Before I do anything, I usually think of what Digimon I want to build around. And so before I could get more into this, I want to let you guys know, after this, we're going to go to Twitch and we're going to find some battles with the team that we're about to make today, right now. So like I said, first things first, I figure out what Digimon I want to build around, basically. So I made I made three. So I made three and I fixed my fetus. I finally fixed fetus, guys. I finally fixed this bastard. He now has perfect revival, so now he's useful, basically. So we can use him and he'll be as useful as oh my gosh, he's OP now, basically. Anyway, so like I said, let me look at him. We made a Jackie Chan, aka Genkukumon. Okay, we made Genkukumon. Kauki is here. Kauki has not slept yet. Oh my god. Kauki, you are crazy. You are crazy. I woke up at like 1 p.m. My mom came in. My mom has come back. You're getting me sidetracked. My mom came in for lunch and she was like, are you not waking up at all today? I was like, oh yeah, I'm up now. But anyway, so yeah, we made a Genkukumon. Finally, I made this guy. People have been saying he's pretty good, and I knew he was good. I just didn't get around to doing it. So you can see, we'll get back to that. I'll just show you the ones that I made so far. So Genkukumon is a new one. Then we met. This isn't new, but I changed him from leopard mode into normal mode. So Pink Panther, and he's honestly a whole different Digimon. Like, he has a whole different, like, I guess it's not that different, but I mean, he has a different support skill, and then he also has a lot of SP. That is a lot of SP. Good lord. But anyways, and then I also made Steve. When I look at this dude, all I see is Steve. It just looks like a Steve, bro. Like, his face, like the little bottom left icon, I just look at him and it just says Steve to me. So we got Steve. He is a Craniomon, I think that's what his name is. And he's actually gonna be kind of useful. I'm actually kind of excited to try him out, and I think we're gonna build around him. And last but not least, we made a Swagmon, which is Minervamon. Yeah, that's his name. So those are the main ones that we just made. Usually I make around 3 every time I make a new batch of Digimon to use, and I usually make around 3 because that's a nice little. So, and I actually made a virus data and a virus data vaccine. I actually made one of each, so that's kind of cool. So now we get on to the actual team building. So basically, there's about 4 things you want to keep in mind when building a team. 1 is types, as in the data, vaccine, or virus. That's number 1. 2 is support skills. 3 is the roles that they're gonna have, like what are they, bulky, or are they physical attacker, or are they special attacker. And then 4 is move sets. So taking all 4 of those into consideration, let's just freaking do this. So like I said, I want to start. I also, like I had mentioned, you start off with a Digimon that you want to build around. So starting off, I want to make a team based around Steve. So let me show you his, now I'll show you his moveset, his role, blah 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 blah. I'll explain that stuff. So we have Steve, Craniomon. If you look, let me change it. I just got revive. I made him, and then I had to redo him all over again. because I kind of messed up. Or I didn't mess up. I forgot. I wanted to put revive because I noticed he has a lot of SP. You can see 217 is not bad. It's pretty high. So I was like, oh, and he's very bulky. That's his role. And so I was like, let me go ahead and do that. So I can get rid of. I think I'm gonna get rid of that and put revive on it. So if we look at him, so his memory use 22. So that only gives him 1 item slot. So that we have to think about that as well. So vaccine, he's a vaccine, and you can see his stats: 222, 2200 whatever HP, 217 SP. After I put on some bonus stats, that'll be another episode of like the team building. You know, we'll talk about the whole bonus stats and how I distribute them. Then we have the SP. Then we have the attack: 168 attack, 306 defense, 238 int, and 163 speed. So as you can see off the bat, a lot of defense. And I added in a lot of int because intelligence counts for special attack and special defense. So if you want to have a bulky person, you have defense and intelligence. So that's what I did. So as you can see, 238 int is not too bad. Okay, it's not too bad, but 306 defense is very, very solid. He can really take a hit. And like I said, first there was a type, so he's a vaccine. So when you have types, you want to balance it out of 2 of each, basically. If you're having the Digimon that use a lot of memory, then you kind of want to change it, because if they have a lot of memory, you can't have 2 of each. You can't have 6 Digimon, or I think something like. Either way, if say you're using a bunch of ultras, they take up 22 memory, which is a lot. So you kind of don't want to do that as a side note, but sometimes you can't have 2 of each. So you kind of just balance it out. If you have one of the thing, you probably want to take a bulky one. But it's all about just thinking of how you want to do it. So it's a YouTube stream. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done it. This is the first time. But after this, we're going over to Twitch to actually have some battles. I just wanted to. This is like a series. I kind of want to just do it while I'm live, I guess you could say. But anyways, if you have any questions, that's the whole point. If you have questions, you can put it in the chat, and we'll do that. Anyways. So like I said, 2 of each types, but back to what I was saying. So he's a vaccine, and now let's look at like at number 2 was his support skill. So his support, his support skill is Ironclad Fortification, reduces damage received by 10%. So while his int might not be as high, the fact that he has that kind of basically gives his int 10%, gives his defense 10%. And that is basically, and another thing, if you don't know, support skills count not for just your Digimon, they count for your whole team. Every Digimon on the field is affected by one of your Digimon support skills. So that's why this one will help everyone on the field not take a lot of damage. So that's just the cool part right there. So that's step. His role is gonna be defensive. He's gonna raise everyone's defenses. You can see I have that move because of move sets. I have that idle bubble to put some type of status effect on him, and I have revive because I didn't want to put perfect revival, because perfect revival is a move that's better for Digimon that are kind of faster, because say you need to revive them quickly, you can go ahead and use perfect revive. But then whenever you have, this guy, he's not very fast, you can see. So I said revive should be okay, it'll be fine. And then so basically he's just kind of someone that can take hits and revive, not much of a healer, but just, and he also, it's his support skill is the main reason why I liked him, because he'll be helping everyone else take hits more. When's the Persona 4 stream? That'll be, I think, tomorrow, because we're gonna stream Digimon today on our Twitch. But tomorrow we'll do Persona 4 again, because I like YouTube stream better than Twitch, huh? Well, we'll see. Every time I do a whatchamacallit, a poll on Twitter, everyone always picks Twitch stream, so that's why I just keep doing Twitch. Anyway, so now we have our, we can also figure out what we now have our guy who is gonna be our first bulky reviver. But I don't want him. He's more of just bulky because he's not exactly a full-on like supporter, as in like revive, because he's slow. Like I said, your slow people mostly want to have I mean, your revivers mostly want to have speed, just so they can revive quickly. So, I'm not gonna put items on. I like to check. I like to get all my Digimon together, and then I'll put on items. You know, then I'll distribute the items. You say you might get Digimon. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. So right now, what I'm doing, and this is a recap. What I'm doing is, I am just kind of going through how I build my teams for online battling in Digimon. Some people were asking me what I do, how I build my team. So I thought, why not just start a series? You know, summer, I got time. I need that PS4 first though. I mean, this game's on Vita too, so I mean, shit, you can play. So, anyways, now that we have a bulky vaccine, I like to go ahead and get what is he weak to? Think about that. What is Steve weak to? He's a vaccine, so he's weak to data. So what I like to do is combat that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and find a new a virus. I'm gonna find a wait. He's weak to data. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a virus because virus is effective to data. So I already know I wanted to pick. I'm gonna pick Swagmon because he actually is very good to go with Steve, because if you look at Swagmon, sorry, you'll see that Swagmon is a very glass cannon in a sense. Not much of a cannon, more of a glass automatic rifle, I guess you could say, because while his attack isn't super high, it's definitely higher than most. Okay, what's that? Alright, we're good. Let's see. So his attack, like I said, it's not that. Oh my god, my freaking nose. Alright, yes, okay, we're good. So his attack is not, like I said, as high as some could be, but it's definitely higher than average. Like, it's above average attack. But you can see his defense and intelligence are extremely low. So when I made him, if you can notice, I put 60 bonus stats into speed because he's gonna be a fast attacker. And now if I partner him with Steve, who helps him take damage a little bit better, that helps a lot. And like I was saying before, he's a virus. So now, whatever Steve is weak to, Swagmon can combat that. Is it Swagmon? Yeah, it is a she. Did I say he? My bad. I said whatever, same thing, you know. Okay, it's not the same thing. Obviously it's not the same thing, but you get the idea. But so Swagmon can protect him in a sense. So now let's look at his stats. So another thing, let me point those out there. Another thing with this whole series as well, I'm trying to help you guys build a team that can combat all forces and Shine Greymons without using all force. You know, so I always take that into consideration as well. So with Swagmon, her support skill, not the greatest, but if you look at Steve's special move, it's a neutral attack, so they actually do help each other. You know, while he's not very physical, you know, it's still something. You know what I mean? It'll help make up for his attack not being there. Either way, this man shouldn't even be attacking. He's kind of just literally support, guard charge, and that's basically what he's gonna do. Anyway, so whenever he guard charges, that's also gonna help her take some more hits. So like I said, fast kind of fast glass cannon. And so you can see that attack is gonna do a lot of damage because it's a neutral plus her support skill. 140 neutral damage tends to crit often. That attack is gonna do damage. At least I hope so. So yeah, and I mean, other than that, that's mainly what Swagmon is here for. Fast and just be annoying, because she has Panic Wisp, which confuses. So that's also going to be a hard help. And something, Restore is actually a very clutch move, because it restores any abnormal statuses. So the main common ones are Sleep and Panic, or Confuse, whatever you want to call it. Sleep and Panic. But when you get higher in the rankings and you start facing higher people will pull out Texture Blow, Shock, Bug, and those are the most annoying, because you can't account for all of these statuses, but you can account for the most common ones, and then the other ones aren't nearly as hard. Guys, only a few Digimon know Texture Blow or Shock. You know, that one is a lot more specific, and it's a little harder to digivolve to get those kind of moves. So that's why I always just focus on Sleep and Panic. So that's why Restore is good. And having Restore, you also need to be fast so you can quickly get it off of your team. Say someone bugs you, and that Digimon on the field that got bugged is the only one on the field that could have taken out someone else. But if you have someone fast, you can restore it while it's your turn, and then you can go ahead and wipe them out before they can bug you again. So stuff like that. That's why she's kind of a strong glass cannon / support. Okay, so that's what we have. So now we have a defensive and we have an offensive. We have a vaccine and a virus. So automatically, I'm gonna go ahead and look for another data. Again, I kind of built these new four Digimon that are basically, they kind of all go hand in hand. In a sense, I feel, actually, no, I'm not gonna, Jackie Chan, I think he's gonna be, but I think to combat everything else, I'm gonna bring out Pink Panther. Pink Panther is gonna be on this team. So now we're looking at Pink Panther, we're looking at Steve, and we're looking at Swagmon. So Pink Panther, his new role is gonna be basically just a special attacker. Because if you think about it, we have I don't count him as an attacker. I just count him as someone to take some hits. And then we have a physical attacker. So the only thing next is a special attacker. So that's basically all Pink Panther is. He'll have speed, and he can hit kind of hard. Okay, and if you look at his support skill, reduce SP consumed by skills by 20%. So that's nothing that will like really benefit us in killing them, but it benefits us in lasting longer in battle. So now, say he uses Steve uses revive a lot, it's not going to take up 30 SP. If you take 20% from 30, and that's how much SP it'll take. So it's just an overall great support skill that just helps us in the long run. You know, that's a very nice skill to have. I've never actually had it on my team, so it'll be new for me to experience it basically. Yeah, so not too much with that. I just needed a data. I needed a fast data, honestly, a fast data that could do damage, because this is the starting team. Another thing that you have to take in consideration for if you're not going to use all force as well is the idea that there's gonna be an all force when you fight people. So you always have to think of fast Digimon, and also a Digimon that can revive. So if you have this is a rule that you have to keep in mind for sure. Whenever you're going online, you have to have, for the starting 3 Digimon, one has to be able to revive and one has to be fast. That's just how it is. Like that, it's just how you have to do if you don't use all force, because chances are if the all force, all three of them get, since all force's ability is priority at the start, all three of the Digimon are gonna have a turn at the start. So therefore, you have to be able to combat that. That's why Steve, yes, he might not be fast, but he can help my whole team take some hits. And even if they do die, he can go ahead and revive. Now, so that's the first 3 Digimon. What's up, Lazy Enigma? What's up? As you can see, this is a new series I'm starting. I'm gonna do it while streaming. So if you have any questions while I'm explaining how I team build, you can go ahead and do that. That's kind of why I want to do it. Kind of abrupt, not too many people were expecting this, but after this, people will expect it. So that's kind of what this is here for. So now this is our first 3 Digimon. So next step is, in case somebody does, let's say the other team's first 3 Digimon do take out all or most of your Digimon, now you have to figure out how to recover from that. But before we go into that, you can see our party memory is 64. So right now, Pink Panther, right now we're kind of good. We don't have any ultras, we don't have any Digimon that are taking up a bunch of memory, so we're kind of good right now. We're kind of good. So next, we said, when did Pink Panther evolve? No, see, the thing is with Pink Panther, he just has 2 modes. Before I was using his leopard mode, this time I'm using his just normal Leopardmon, So, and it's kind of like 2 different things, because his leopard mode is physical and his normal mode is special. But yeah. So, like I was saying, next thing is, like I said, to combat if all your Digimon do die. Now you need something fast and something that can perfect revive. So if I look at my bag of goodies, we have a Gucci. He's not the fastest, but he can perfect revive and he can take hits. Look at how bulky Gucci is. Okay, look at how bulky this bastard is. But I think we're gonna not use him for this. JAMX, he can't perfect revive, but he's also bulky. A little bit. Yeah, he's a little bulkier than Gucci. He's more defensive, while Gucci is really spread out. And Gucci has more SP. But I'm thinking, you know, I know who my Digimon are. We can look. Imperialdramon, he's not. I messed him up. I need to redo his bonus stats because I don't know what the heck's going on with him. But anyways, I already know who I got. Let me show you though. And who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Fetus or God. I think Fetus though. I think Plesiomon also has perfect revive. Not the fastest, kind of bulky. Data. I was thinking of Lit. Cause he is out by far out of everyone that can perfect revive. Lit is the fastest. And that, like I said, is important for if my whole first team dies. You always gotta have a perfect revive person on your team. You cannot get away with not having one. Okay, so that's number one. So Lit is probably one of my top supports. While he doesn't have the bulk, but he has the speed. And supports don't always have to be bulky, because if they're fast, it doesn't even matter if they're bulky. And with Lit, I like to partner him up with JAMX, because Jam can take the hits, and Lit can revive quickly. And if Lit dies, then JAMX comes and revives. But as I've used Lit a lot, he has not died that easily. Mainly because he has no typing. He's a free type, which means nobody can 3 times hit him. They're all going to be neutral hits. So that's why, if he was bulky, this Digimon would be actually OP. So that's why, yes, his defense is kind of low, but you have to understand that, you know, he has no typing. So I think I'm going to go with Lit as next. So he'll be in the second phase, basically. So we have Pink Panther, Steve, and Swagmon, and then Lit will be in the second phase. So that's, of course, if everyone dies at the start, Lit will be there to come in, perfect revive. What I would do is, say I need someone in the first team, I'll bring them in, perfect revive, then we'll go from there. So, yeah, increased damage from wind and light skills. That could help Pink Panther if he brings in, because he has some light skills. But anyways, yeah, I think Lit plays a part, because he'll be my fast support. I think that's also important. I think you should have a fast support and a bulky support. Steve, like I said, he's just a revive, which still helps, but sometimes you really need the perfect revive. So for that, I'm gonna go get a bulky perfect reviver. I'm gonna go find one. And for that, I think, who am I thinking? Who do I have? Fast, perfect revive. I also, for Young Jay, if I could put perfect revive, or even just revive on Young Jay, that would be very helpful. But for now, we'll just ignore that. Actually, I think Beyonce. Or I kind of want to use Jackie Chan. We could either use Jackie Chan now, or we could try to save him for another team we make. You know, we could try to do that possibly. See, he has no revive, but his support skill is very, very helpful. That's why. This is tough. This is tough. We have one of each right now, so it's like, and we still have 82 part memory. Only use it. I'm thinking I might go for Beyonce. Beyonce is not the fastest, but she's definitely she can't take any physical hits. I think Fetus, now that he has perfect revival, I feel like if I put Fetus on this team, we're unstoppable. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So now we have 100. So we only have 50 more memory left. Only 50 left. And looking at it, we have 2 vaccines, 1 data, 1 virus. So he's a physical, but I don't count him. I just count Lit is literally he does not do damage. He's so weak. You see 212 attack, he doesn't do damage. So I'm gonna only categorize him as a support. He's a special attacker, defense support, physical attacker, fast, quick, weak, physical attacker. So what I would want is also you have to take in consideration the common Digimon you'll find. Shine Greymon, for example. He's very common to start out with. So Shine Greymon is a vaccine. So let's get a nice physical data. I haven't used these nuts in a minute. And if you notice, he is a nice attacker. He has a nice physical attack. I think we're going to go ahead and throw him on. So now 122. So we got 2 datas, 2 vaccines. So obviously we need 1 more virus. So what kind of virus are we looking for? This virus is a physical. So if we can look for a special, I guess. I don't even know if I have a special virus. Viruses, usually, I just feel like viruses are all... I lied. MJ. But we've used MJ in the last team. I really like to mix it up, you know. I like to mix things up. I don't really, yeah, I really, wait. Yeah, I really don't even have a physical or a special. It's not even that important to have a special virus. Like, yeah, I think we're fine if we have another physical. A lot of times datas are special attackers as well. Datas, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I don't say. I think. But it's who do I want to use? What virus have I not used? I haven't used Tit in a minute. I have not used Tit in a second. That is the highest attack any of my Digimon have, right there. We might go with him. These nuts is kind of fast. Not the fastest, but kind of fast. I think we'll go with Tit and see, but with that we can't use that's all the Digimon. We have 2 virus, 2 vaccine, 2 data, and then a free. We have a just basically a very hard-hitting data. Our support, our second fast support, special attacker. When I look there, let me switch out these nuts for a special attacking data. Jackie Chan is physical. Beyonce. My options are kind of limited. Lapras. See, I don't like considering him a special attacker because when I thought 292 int was a lot, his Sorrow Blue, it's int penetrating, but it still doesn't do all that much damage, you know? I could use Keisha. Keisha has like no HP. I never noticed that she had such low HP until recently. The thing is, with Keisha, or aka Dianamon, every time I've used her, I've been just so susceptible to getting bugged or dotted. So I put a pixel barrier on this girl. It was making me mad as shit. But anyways, I think we're gonna go with that. We'll switch them out. Cause I only got 2 special attackers. Everyone else was kind of physical. And with that, switching that out, I actually have space for 1 more. I think I do. And with that, with 2 of those, 2 vaccine, 2 data, 2 virus. So now I kind of just have a spot for just about anybody that I feel like I would maybe possibly want on the field. And wait, do I have space for 1 more? Nah, I might not. Actually, I don't think I do. It's one of those, unless it's like an 18. Let's check 18. Yeah, it's one of those awkward things where it's it's really low, but even one more person, it's too much. So there, that's our team right there. So let's check. So support, he can take hits, fast attacker, special attacker, fast support, special attacker. Yeah, special attacker. Good, great special move. Dianamon's special move is so good. That's why everyone freaking targets her, because of her special attacker. Increase water and light skills. Hold on. Look, increase water, wind and light. Either way, if you use light skills when they're on the field, both of them on the field, you're gonna do a lot of damage. So, yeah, this looks like a solid team. Of course, I've never used Steve or Swagmon, or even Pink Panther like in this mode, so I don't exactly know how that'll go, you know. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. So there you have it. That's basically. I mean, I guess we also gotta put in items. So he can only have one. So I think I'm gonna give him a Master Barrier. I'm also gonna give Fetus a Master Barrier. Psych, I might not, because I'm thinking, since she has 3 spots. Nah, I'm definitely gonna give, cause yeah. But then with Lit, he can have this SPHP. Usually I give him Master Barrier, but for this time I'm not going to. This is the last part of the team building, distributing your items. So you need Master Barriers, and you also need DX Panic Barriers, Sleep Barriers, DX Barriers. You don't gotta worry about paralysis or like shock guards or any of those, because those aren't as common, and if they do happen, it's just not as annoying, because a lot of people have panic and sleep, so you always just have to focus on that. So sadly, I'm gonna have to take away his HP. I'm gonna take that away, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a sleep barrier and a panic barrier, just so it halves both of them. And then for Steve, yeah, he gets a Master Barrier. Swagmon, he only has 1. We'll do Panic, because I'd rather have him not get Panic. Pink Panther only has 1 spot as well. We'll do Sleep. We'll do Sleep DX. Dianamon, we'll just keep that. And then Tit can also have 2, so we'll put Sleep and Panic. I believe I have 1 more Panic. Yeah, I do. So there you have it there. Master Barrier, because he can take the hits, he can kind of revive. Panic Barrier, Sleep Barrier, and depending on after we've played a few matches, we can make some. Ooh, I can need to put on 1 more SP. I can put on 1 more SP if I want, because usually I take up 2 spots with barriers, but this time I'm just gonna put the Master Barrier, because that Fetus is our main support. Because Fetus, that thing, whatever the heck it is just it's just a tank. It's honestly unfair. Actually, I'm gonna put an HP. Yeah, there we go. So there you have it. This is a team we just made. So like I said, we're gonna go stream some battles, and whether you go watch it on Twitch or whatever, I'm probably gonna rip them off of Twitch and bring them over to the channel as Digi Battles, the good ones of course. And so you'll be able to see how this team plays out, you know, in due time. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this little stream series. Like I said, I'm probably gonna stream these whenever I do them. Next episode would be distributing the special bonus stats. You see how there's a 20 in parentheses? I'll kind of go through my process of how I, you know, distribute it, and I make my move sets or my rolls for my Digimon. And yeah, so again, if you have any other questions or comments, or something you would like me to explain, you can also put that in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like. And for the people watching live right now, we're gonna go to Twitch, and we're gonna go here. It's 6:40 p.m. Eastern time for me. Let's say 7:15. We're gonna go to Twitch and stream. I'll tweet about it. Even if you don't have a Twitter, just kind of open up my Twitter account, and I'll tweet whenever I'm about to go live. Brad, you didn't really miss a stream, but you missed a stream at the same time. This is like a stream series, so it's gonna be it's gonna go up as a video, and then but I'm about to stream again on Twitch, so you can go over there and watch it. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we're gonna stream like 7:15. It's 6:40 p.m. right now. So, like I said, even if you don't have a Twitter, just kind of go to the description of one of my videos and you can find my Twitter and just open that up. I'll tweet when I'm about to go live, and we're gonna go ahead and test out this team that we just made. Let me go ahead and save it actually, just in case. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this team does good. That'll be really tragic if it doesn't, but I think it will be all right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this little stream series. Again, leave a like and comment if you have any questions or anything else you'd like me to go through and explain. And yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching, like I said, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.